Good evening, everybody in the crypto world. It is 11:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That intro is so good. Why? Middle East. Steve said in Telegram that they're flying into Dubai as a stopover on the way to Egypt, the Apollo team. So, Middle East for the Apollo Africa is progressing. And this is something that's going to go out of the region even further. Because why? The all-in-one has 0% inflation for its legal tender printout of coins and currency, and their digital solution of the all-in-one with government aspects too is ready to rock. So when you look at the last 24 hours, the volume has jumped over $600,000 for APL, which is great. People are getting the whiff that this may happen. And I'm not saying I know everything, but I'll tell you one thing. I have a very good feeling that, and idea that, there's a very good chance that there's going to be a big signing announced. So, and that's coming in about another 10 days. That would be huge. Okay, now when you look at, let's go over to the market. While this is happening, 1.25% up, 6% up for the 24 hours and 7 days. This is good. There's no doubt about this. Good. But right there, that only results in just a little bit up. The price is low, so get it. This is what's important. The volume, that's right there. So once that starts going up, then of course all this goes up. And once it starts zooming, when you get into, 5 million, 10 million, that's where, look out, it's going to take off. 74.21 for Bitcoin, ETH 147, XRP at 22 cents. Those are down while APL is going up. In fact, when you look at it, BTC is down, excuse me, 1.61%. Now, most of the transactions for APL at the moment is ETH. And ETH is almost a percentage down. So you've got APL doing very well right now. Wow, that is going on. Market is 198 and daily volume is at 13.9. We've got a little bit of media to give you today. And when I say that, I'll show you that in just 1 second. Let's stop this for 1 minute. First, what's going on with Apollo Africa? This should tell you everything about where everything is going for Apollo for the rest of December, January, February, March. As Steve said, I believe what Apollo has planned for the next 3 months will significantly impact cryptocurrency as a whole.
An MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, has been established between Apollo and the Lesotho government to begin the design and development of solutions for a number of government systems and initiatives. This MOU is a historic achievement for the advancement of blockchain technology, making Apollo one of the first cryptocurrencies to achieve an MOU of this level with the government of a nation. Additionally, Apollo will be setting up exchanges and physical headquarters within the nation of Lesotho. These solutions can then be implemented into any nation, with Lesotho well established as a launchpad for the rest of Africa.
Apollonauts, are you ready?
And keep in mind this, the rest of Africa and beyond. And when you look at Lesotho, 2 million people in Lesotho with massively big diamond concentration of the best diamonds in Africa, quality of diamonds, and also the highest peaks in Africa for tourism. Okay, 2 million people. Great to have that MOU spread through the whole government and make people's lives better with those physical locations and the programs that will be running on the blockchain of Apollo, the all-in-one blockchain going to the DAG consensus protocol shortly. And when you look, there's one article talking about ETH's fork hard fork. Well, guess what? Still archaic. Okay, very archaic. You look at what Apollo's done with proof of stake for 2 years. ETH is just starting to get to proof of stake. Yep, and they haven't even done it yet. Almost. SEC requests UK's intervention to force Telegram's former advisor to testify. And also, too, one last thing about Egypt. They have almost 100 million people in that country. Imagine, just imagine. Yep. Okay, so with this type of thing here, when you have the SEC in the United States trying to get somebody from over there over here to testify, what is that? Is that good? Should they be able to do it? You got to wonder, But this is now what you talk about with these coins. Good example. You raise a lot of money like they have. Telegram and what has happened with that? Yeah, you're going to get questions. So that's something that you'll have to see if the UK assists the SEC. Craig Wright autographs the Bitcoin white paper in I can't say that one. University of China. I guess if I practice, I could. With the signing of it, he's been ridiculed in China at a lot of the events. And makes sense. He may, back years ago when it was first coming, with Bitcoin and everything, everything was cooking. He had some influence on it, but he's not Satoshi. He's definitely not Satoshi. That's just my 2 cents. Uganda Exchange may be at the center of a crypto scam. Maybe. I'll put my, bet on that as a positive yes. Basically, they set up a search field in the exchange for people to search for jobs in the cryptocurrency sphere, digital tech fields, and they had a fee of $5 USD in Uganda shillings, 20,000. They were around for about a month, and then they closed down. I wonder. Okay, are IEOs safer to invest in than the ICOs? Yes, definitely. Definitely. These IEOs are vetted through by the exchanges. The exchange makes sure that they're a good program. And then they go on to the exchanges and do a quick offering. And it goes on at one time with a lot of different, I shouldn't say a lot, usually an average is around 4 different exchanges, which they offer the IEO. And then they go on to the full exchange after they get that done. That is something that is good. And you just got to be careful on what you go with in the crypto spirit. You got to do your research. And I'll tell you one thing. If you're new to Apollo, this channel has over 700 videos on Apollo. You can do plenty of research here, plus their Twitter page, which I'll show you in just 1 second. Ethereum's instable hard fork is now live. Who cares? The Apollo Currency Twitter page is loaded with facts daily and notifications, along with the Apollo University how-to videos. Who else does that? Think about that. It usually comes out every week or every 2 weeks for those university videos to teach you and let you know. Basically, their website, when you go to the website, they have a page where you can create a ticket if you have an issue. Customer service. Stephen McCullough. Apollo is not only about to unleash new branding and new documentation, new team members and new partnerships, and a completely new structure. It's unveiling a large number of absolutely revolutionary products, 9 to be exact. Think about this. What is the future going to be in December, January, February, March? Steve says, get ready. The world will never be the same. If these are revolutionary products, that may happen. But I'll tell you one thing. Even if the world stays somewhat the same, but Apollo kicks butt on government interaction, which makes lives better for the people in Africa and the Middle East and beyond, that's the bomb. And speaking of the bomb, you have the DEX is coming fast because final testing is being done on it, and that is coming. The black mode and BTC and more coins added to it. That is coming. CEXs tailored to Africa. But now we're going to get into a little media. I mentioned before that there's over, well, there were 40 last time I mentioned it. There were 40 videos, promo videos that I've done, my people have done to get the Apollo stuff out there. It's on my Twitter page of Twitter, I should say, of Apollo_core, Apollo Core. Just search that on Twitter. Share those, retweet those, get my drift everywhere. Because what they do, they give a high quality aspect to the promotion of Apollo. And if you're invested in the coin, hello. And that's the thing you got to think about. What's going to happen if you promote it? More people buy it. Okay. Now, whoops, wait, that train is good, but hold on. Chris, Apollo World, did this piece here. Great colors, great presentation. Always does good work. And then you see all the different features here. Going to FinTech, Apollo FinTech for next year, from the Apollo Foundation to the Apollo FinTech, is huge. And with the business solutions, the government solutions, DAG consensus protocol, sub-second speeds, 1 million transactions, so much more, including smart contracts and DApps, so much more. Apollo FinTech, Apollo Africa, Apollo Middle East. The Apollo FinTech train is the one to be on. This one won the award for the best of the production yesterday. These videos are there to grab attention. And that's what Apollo needs, is more attention. And boys, they're going to, when it gets it, in a short amount of time. Apollo's got the rhythm. There's no doubt about that. They've got the rhythm. With everything cooking for DAG consensus. Apollo Cloud and the 1 million TPS. This 7 coins you need to watch in 2020 YouTube video. Take a listen.
Is an all-in-one digital currency which combines the features of mainstream cryptocurrencies into one platform. Apollo has made history by becoming the first project to utilize sharding on an active blockchain. In 2020, the foundation will focus on achieving true mass adoption via its national currency initiative. The initial target is the continent of Africa, where the foundation has partnered with ADF Group to pitch to all 54 nations nations on the continent of 1.2 billion people. This is big. The foundation is also developing tools for mass adoption, including a light wallet app. The mobile app will have a QR code as well as merchant features. This will help Apollo to gain merchant adoption globally. Apollo's aims are pretty ambitious, to say the least. It aims to become the all-in-one crypto for all use cases. If it manages to achieve these goals, it could be on its way to become one of the top cryptocurrencies in the future. Definitely one to keep your eye on.
Isn't that nice? Sub-second speed coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can feel the mood. This increasing of volume, the traveling to Egypt to work with the government, the different things that they're doing, the ADF partnership, the signing of a new hire of Mr. Georges Sebastian. Oh, no, I can't, that I'll have to work on that name. Okay, new Apollo team member, a CTO with Huawei, and fantastic acquiring. I've watched a lot of these videos he has on YouTube, and the guy's a great speaker. He's very knowledgeable in blockchain security, cloud, and AI. Fantastic alliance. And they have more and more coming, too. The all-in-one is going to take off like a rocket. Once the government signings start cooking and the people start getting their Apollo debit cards and their t-shirts, yeah, Apollo FinTech 2020 is going to rock the crypto world because they will have the best of crypto, the fastest, which they have already, but even faster, the TPS of 1 million plus, the capacity to handle nations of any size for their government programs. Ding dong. Investors will flock to Apollo FinTech because of the way it's structured in 2020. Your Christmas is going to be good. What's coming up in Africa and the Middle East is definitely going to be the stuff that's going to knock the socks off of everybody. I could do this every day with this media. This is good stuff. Apollo is not only about to unleash new branding. I have already mentioned that, but it's bigger now. You think about its, the 9 new products and what's coming for these. Exciting. There's not any other coin that's doing all this. Really not. So Apollo FinTech. Basically, the future is immense for Apollo. So you can see the excitement with the volume going onto it. So what you need to understand is this website is going to be going through rebranding and changing. The CEXs, which are going to be tailored to Africa and beyond, so that people can take and use their African currencies and buy Apollo. The walk-in locations where they can buy Apollo and put them on their Apollo debit cards. All these different things that are happening right now gelling for the fantastic launch. I knew 2 years ago that this coin would take off, but now the way they're taking care of business, it's really going to rock higher than I ever expected, because I can just understand this. When you put the best out there on the market, you're going to succeed. And when the media catches a sniff of it and it starts going all over, you are really going to succeed. And media is going to sniff out. They sign Egypt, the media is going to go crazy on it. So keep your fingers crossed on Egypt. I think they have a good chance, but keep your fingers crossed. Now, with the research, download the wallet. Check out the proof of what Apollo has. On the left-hand side here, the dashboard, everything's locked and loaded right over there. All in one private messaging, data storage, marketplace to use your Apollos, and have them delivered to your door. Decentralized exchange, voting, create an alias, forge, and get free coins. Yes, passive income. Check out the block explorer. All these blocks are being created about every 10 seconds. There you go. And it's cooking and cooking. Sharded blockchain, by the way. And Apollo was the first to do it. Ding dong. So basically the website has all the information you need. It's going to have a new look soon. So get your wallets and then just do your research. And remember this, they have a fan store that you can buy your stuff and get yourself hooked up. Everybody have a great one. Any updates, I'll give them to you. And this has been a fun video. I like doing these anyway, but with all this high-tech media, and it's available to you on my Twitter page of Apollo Core, share them. They come in handy.